Today's Parents in Action. When parents make the decision to divorce, their children, sadly, are often caught in the crossfire. A study out today shows children of divorce often fall behind in school. The University of Wisconsin study specifically notes declines in math and social skills. That study tracked more than 3,500 kids. The lead researcher attributes the setbacks to household stress, unstable living situations, and also being forced to divide their time between parents. Divorce, of course, is never easy, but experts say how your children deal with it depends on how you handle it with them. Angela Ardolino, the publisher of Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine, is here now with some advice to help us talk about this very difficult subject. And first of all, you say there's no age, basically, that's off limits when it comes to an impending divorce, and you say the sooner that you talk to kids about it, the better.
What parents need to understand is that if they withhold information and not talk to their kids about what's going on, a separation or divorce, kids know that something's going on. So they either internalize it and they're stressed out about it, and then that'll usually end up bad schoolwork, not doing things like they normally do. So it's very important for parents to talk to their children about it. And there really is no wrong way except to remain positive and not talk about why. But let them know that a separation and a divorce is happening and what that means, and that it's not them that's causing it, and that both parents sit down, make the time, once you make the decision to do a separation, to take the time, find a quiet place, and talk to them about it and say, this is what's going on, we're separating, we still love you, nothing will change, we'll do our best to keep your routine. And if they know that, and they know that you're being honest with them, it'll be a much easier process.
And of course, a lot of parents do struggle with what exactly they should say and what they shouldn't say. And one of the things that we talked about and you pointed out is to make sure that you don't ever go negative. I mean, sometimes, divorce can be bitter between the parents, but when it comes to the kids, always keep it positive. And it's a good idea, if you can, to have both parents there to talk to the child about what's going to happen.
That's right. I mean, even if you hate each other, you need to remember that you're both parents, and the most important thing are your children. And to keep a relationship healthy with both parents is to be completely honest and sit there and commit. You're still a parent. Just because you're getting a divorce doesn't mean that you don't want the best for those kids. So you need to put all those hard feelings aside and talk to them and say, it's going to be, concentrate on the positives. I know I'm a step parent, and I know that one of the positives was, well, now you're going to have 2 Christmases, and you're going to have, and if you don't come across as something that's negative, but you look at the positives and that we're still going to be here, and we're still going to be your parents, and we're going to do our best to keep your routines regular, they really do, they comprehend it and they understand because you're being honest with them. If you're not being honest with them, they feel that, and then they know something's wrong. So it's really important to tell them what's going on, and then try to keep everything, keep a routine really normal so that they don't feel like they're out of place or that something's going on.
It sounds like what you're saying is it's good for both the parents and the kids to prepare for what comes next, to help the child deal with that initial shock and to know what's expected.
That's right, and it's important. I mean, a lot of times when parents split up, the kids will actually have more quality time with their dad or more quality time with their mom because now it's separated and they only have a certain amount of time. So it can be a very positive experience, but they must communicate and let their kids know what's going on. If not, they know something's wrong. They just don't know what it is. So that's why it's so important for the parent to tell them what's happening.
Yeah, unfortunately, in divorce, there's no winners and losers. When it comes to the kids, you got to make sure that you handle it in the right way.
That's right.
All right. Thanks, Angela.
Thank you.